Hello, my name is Tiffany Toot, and I'm just finishing up year 2 of the doctoral program here at Findlay. I have a bachelor's and a master's degree from Kent State University, both in early childhood education. So I've spent the bulk of my years in K through 3 ed. I've taught for 14 years, first in Florida, and then I've moved here to northeastern Ohio, back home where I'm from. I currently teach first grade in a small rural district in northeastern Ohio. I've also taught second grade, and I was the preschool administrator and lead teacher for 3 years. I also taught education courses at Kent State University for first and third year students, which is what I loved, which got me onto the career path that I am now, finishing things here at Findlay, hopefully teaching full time at a college or university sometime in the near future. I've been involved and chaired many different activities throughout the years. I was on our LPDC committee, which is our licensing and professional development committee for 10 years, and I've chaired it for the last 4. I've been the language arts chair for kindergarten through 3rd grade. I've been a volleyball coach, a cheer coach, a junior class representative in charge of varsity concession stands, which is not fun, prom planning, and the parade of fashion planning. And then I guess the perk of that was getting to attend prom every year, if that is considered a perk with a bunch of teenagers. I was also the theater director and producer of our spring high school musicals. And I've also been on our building leadership team, the BLT committee. Goals as an innovator. When I think of myself as an educator, I never really considered myself an innovator until sitting down and trying to decipher exactly what that meant from my point of view. And I found that I actually am involved in quite a few things as an innovator in our district. One of them is working with my district to make preschool a priority. I feel that preschool is necessary before entering kindergarten. And many children in low income poverty districts don't get the preschool that they need. They're coming to school not knowing how to write their name, to hold a pair of scissors, or use a pencil correctly. So I have worked with my district hoping to add another preschool. So we don't just have one, we can go to 2 preschools at our building, and also to get more interventions in the preschool area, not waiting till kindergarten or even first grade to get children the help that they need in literacy. Coincidentally, that's what my dissertation is on, preschool, and looking at ways that we can get literacy to truly value children from grade age 3 to age 5 and get them the help that they need before moving on. When we look at the 3rd grade guarantee and we constantly see that those test scores keep falling and they keep falling, and yet we're putting all these interventions in place with grades K through 3, but those test scores keep falling. Where's the problem lie? What's the problem? But we don't seem to really pay attention to preschool. And maybe that's where we need to turn our heads and truly get some help to the children in preschool and get all of those children the letter knowledge that they need and the phonemic awareness that they need before entering the kindergarten sector. That way we can try to raise literacy in our country and raise those test scores. So preschool is a huge deal for me and something that I see myself as an innovator in our district. I also see myself as an innovator when I talk about attempting to change the way we teach literacy in our building. Being the language arts chair for K through 3 in the past has really got me involved in language arts. And I now am involved with attempting to change the way we teach reading in kindergarten through 3rd grade. We have been focused on leveled reading and the 4 blocks way of teaching for years. And although I love it and I value the way that we've been teaching reading, it's time for a change. And it's time that we realize that teaching children on leveled reading, saying, great, you're a level 3 or you're a level C, and you did awesome reading with me today. Let's move you up to a D. Or sorry, honey, you're not able to move up to level J today with the rest of the class. You have to stay down here. It not only can degrade students or pin them against each other, but also we're setting them up with books that they see words inside of those books that they've never recognized before. They don't understand how to read them. I know as a first grade teacher, I teach short vowels and I teach consonant vowel consonant pattern, that CVC word. And We're adding suffixes to the end of the words. Yet my kids are reading words in a book like bread or committee. And I just know they're unable to read those words. So it scares me knowing I'm setting words in front of them, setting them up for failure. So I want to get rid of those leveled text and move towards decodable text, where the books that they're reading have every word in front of them that they know how to read. They're leveled, per se, by the skills that we're teaching at the time. So right now, my children would be able to read every book up to short vowels and suffix with consonants, blends, and digraphs, everything I've already taught in the classroom. So I'm giving that child that success and that feeling of accomplishment that they're able to read the words in the books. And another way I see myself as an innovator is trying to change or bring back, I guess, our performing arts programs at our school. We seem to really be lacking when it comes to teaching music and teaching theater. And when I took over the theater program in our school, it was really lacking. The kids would do one spring program in front of a blue curtain and maybe have a couple costumes, maybe a couple props in their hand. I started building sets again and scene changes and costumes and involving the community. And we've got theater numbers up, we're filling the auditorium, and the kids are loving it. And I have multiple children involved and would like to see it grow even more. So those are ways I see myself as an innovator in our district, in ways that I'm trying to help kids in the community. And a few interesting things about myself is the reason I am so involved in theater is because of my love of singing. I have been vocally trained since the age of 11 and then classically trained through college. I started my undergrad at Bethany College and was training with an opera singer who would sing in downtown Pittsburgh in the theaters there in opera. So I have sang and performed at weddings and also at many school functions. And I think that helps me when working with kids in theater and also in my classroom. I'm able to sing and put different techniques that I teach to rhythm. So we're constantly using rhythm to help teach in the classroom. So that's just a few little tidbits about me, and I hope everyone has a great semester and see you this summer.